My name is George Georgiadis, and I'm the Sales Director at Vita-Aid. And I would like to introduce you to our health expert and host for today's webinar, Mr. Jumo Phiri. Jumo Musa Phiri is a pharmacist with a passion for health and nature. As the founder of Health Made Simple, he is gifted in explaining and simplifying health matters and use of foods and supplements as he engages and interacts with his clients on a personal level. He believes health and wellness are founded on 4 major pillars, namely nutrition, exercise through movement, positive mindset, and a quality sleep. He's a consultant for Absolute Organix for the last 10 years and Vita-Aid for 3 years, and he's been involved in training, marketing, and product development. He has been hosted by Criselda Kananda on the Health Talk Show on Metro FM. He has hosted a health talk show, My Health Today, on Radio Today, 1485 AM, a community radio station in Johannesburg, and nationally on DSTV audio channel 869, where he's invited suppliers, especially those who provide natural and organic foods and supplements, to his show. He anchored a health hour on TV More, DSTV channel 173, where he shared the importance of nutrition, food and supplements, on improving and sustaining health and wellness. He's a strong believer of continual
Well, thank you again. Technology at times it lets us down. The net had actually dropped, but yeah, we're back on. And thank you for joining us. It's going to be a very good journey as we talk all things keto life. We're very excited here at Vita-Aid with the range, I think, that we brought out, the Keto Life range. Considering the range has got involvement of a medical practitioner and a pharmacist in terms of the formulations. So we're very confident in the products that we've put out there. But let's just kick off and just talk about what exactly, why are we talking about Keto Life? Why Keto Life? For us, when you hear keto, we just want you to know that that's short for ketosis. And then when you hear the life, we're actually encouraging you to be on a journey with us, like a lifestyle. So we believe in a ketosis lifestyle, which we shorten for Keto Life. But very important would be for us to actually get to explain to you guys, so that you can understand what ketosis is. What does it mean when we're talking about Keto Life? You've heard of keto diets. We don't encourage diets. We're encouraging a lifestyle because we want something that you can enjoy, that you can do every day without straining yourself. So as we speak keto or ketosis, we're trying to make you understand the basic of how we handle food, because most of us are used to using carbohydrates or sugars, and they burn that for energy. So most of us have got their bodies dependent on burning sugars or carbohydrates for their energy. So traditionally what then happens is you find that with these traditional diets that are high in fat, what happens is your glucose levels, your sugar levels rise. There is an organ called the pancreas that then secretes insulin, which is the enzyme, which is the hormone, rather, that moves the glucose into the cells, where we then burn that glucose for energy. So energy is created that way. But that's a very taxing way of producing energy. When you look at the alternative way now, when we now encourage the body and we move you from being a fat burner, from being a carbohydrate burner to being a fat burner, we're now saying train your body to utilize fats so that it can burn the fats, utilize these fats and turn them into energy. Hence, when you hear ketosis or keto life, what is happening is the body is going into a state now where there's limited amounts of sugar or carbohydrates that are available for the body to use for energy. Then it switches on to an alternative source. The alternative source is now for the body now to use fat and convert it into what is called ketone bodies. This happens in the liver. So our liver is the organ that turns the fats into the ketone bodies. And just quickly summarize the main ketone bodies that you might hear of or might have heard of, is the acetoacetate, which is we call the mother ketone body, which breaks down into beta-butyric acid, which is with the Bhb, because we've heard of Bhb, because we've got our Bhb ketones, which we'll be talking about. So the liver breaks it down into beta-hydroxybutyrate, which in short is called Bhb. And then the other one is acetone, which we would now pick up in people's breath. But the stable ketone is the Bhb, which in the Keto Life range is one of our, pride in terms of helping you to stay in this metabolic state called ketosis, where the body is now relying on burning fat for energy. So the fat is moved to the liver, and the liver converts those fatty acids into these ketone bodies. And the main one, which is stable, that the liver produces, is the Bhb, which is the short for beta-hydroxybutyrate. But now we have come up with the Keto Life Bhb ketones, which means this is now an exogenous ketone, which means it's coming from the outside. You've got the one that you produces as the endogenous ones, which means the body is making them. But now with these ketone bodies, you are getting cleaner energy. That's the beauty about it. So this is something that you can achieve by cutting down the amount of carbohydrates or sugars that you take in. So to stay in ketosis, you are encouraged to be on a high-fat diet. We're looking at about 70 to 75% of your diet coming from fat, quality fat. You know, your coconuts. We're looking at your avocados. We're looking at your, enjoying nuts that you add on to that fat load. And then 20% is supposed to be contributed by your protein component, your beef, your chicken, enjoy your pork right there. And then let that give you the 20% component of the contribution of the macro molecules that we normally talk about, which is fat, protein, and the carbohydrates. Then you are to cut down your carbohydrate intake tremendously to under 10%. So 5% is the ideal, but not very easy for people to actually maintain low levels of carbohydrate because they come with some challenges, which we'll talk about at a later stage, and where our Bhb comes in to help you overcome those downside or side effects, if you want to call them that. So ketosis, by producing this range Keto Life, we're just coming out there to come up with supplements that will help you maintain this metabolic state called ketosis, where now you become a fat burner. You are now relying on burning fat for energy instead of relying on burning carbohydrates or sugars. For the best benefits that when you look at when you are in ketosis, most people are battling with weight challenges. We know if we are in South Africa, we really in a bad state when it comes to people being obese or overweight, and it's challenges of how we are handling these sugars and how the body is struggling to cope with too much sugar, which is why we're going to touch on stress shortly, so that you can understand the impact that high sugar levels or high amounts of carbohydrates can really be detrimental to our health. So we have got this Keto Life range, which is a lifestyle that we want to encourage you to enjoy living within your ideal weight. So when you, with this ketones, the Keto Life, the Bhb Ketones, we are now saying we are supplying you with an external source to help the body stay in this metabolic state that we call ketosis, so that you can enjoy this high amount of energy, so-called clean energy. So when you've got more fat in your diet, what are we saying? Then we're saying that fat is going to be utilized for energy. Your own fat cells are also going to be unlocked, and be used for energy, because the body will be deprived of sugar. So it goes into that state where now it looks for fat to convert it into these ketone bodies, which are very good, a good source of clean energy. So you now turn the body into a high fat burning machine. There's lots of advantages to that. You are losing weight, you are getting to your ideal weight, but now you are also benefiting from the fact that there's reduced hunger. Because whilst you are on a keto diet, high in fat, protein, and fiber, you feel more satisfied. So you feel much more fuller. So there is no need. You don't find yourself looking for snacks and all those other sugary things to pick up your energy levels, because your body is handling, there's stability in how the energy is being produced by the body. Because when we talk about energy, we always want to talk about what we call stabilized blood sugar levels, because your stabilized blood sugar levels is a sign that your body is utilizing energy properly. So in other words, if you are using the normal process of sugar going into the into your blood vessels, the hormone insulin has to move it into the cells where it has to be burned for energy. That process is the one that we're saying taxes the body too much. And there's a tendency that we always have too much sugar unnecessarily lingering around, and which can cause damage to our blood vessels, and which can put us in a state of, a vicious cycle where we are always getting these heavy sugar spikes. So by turning onto a more fat diet, high fat diet, we are helping you prevent or eliminate these sugar spikes. Now you, depending on the ketones, clean energy to supply your energy needs. It might interest you to know that there is, with these macromolecules that we're talking about, the fat, the carbohydrates, the proteins, there is an energy value that is, allocated to each of them. So if you look at a gram of carbohydrate or a gram of protein, you would release about 4 calories. So that's the energy contribution. But when you now burn 1 gram of fat, you are releasing about 9 calories. So you're benefiting twice as much energy from taking in or enjoying a high-fat diet. So that means you're going to stay fuller for longer. Like I explained, you've got stabilized blood sugar levels, which is a very good thing, because then we are addressing the challenges that we normally face in today. We've got lots of people who are pre-diabetic, with people who are diabetic. Pre-diabetic is like having a constant amount of sugar, higher sugar levels than normal on a regular basis, which is not a good thing. Now you have stabilized blood sugar levels because now you are depending on quality fat for your energy, and you are in this state of ketosis. And now you can enjoy clean energy. So now no more binge eating, no more need to look for these high energy drinks, because your sugar levels are well taken care of. So where does our Bhb ketones come in? If I say to you, this is a process when you cut down carbohydrates to about 5 to 10%, enjoy 20% protein intake and about 70 to 75% fat intake, then you can get into this ketosis. But we know it's challenging and it's not easy to stay in that state. Hence, introducing or taking the Bhb ketones now will help you stay in ketosis. So it will help you stay in that fat burning mode, which means you can burn the fat from the one that is coming from your diet. The fat in your body is released and it's also burned for energy. That helps you stay slimmer, that helps you lose weight. But most importantly, we are addressing a major challenge of today's lifestyle, which comes from use of carbohydrates, which is, if you have heard of metabolic syndrome, it's whereby now you're having challenges of high sugar levels, you are insulin insensitive, your blood pressure is going up, your so-called bad cholesterol, which is called the low density or lipoprotein, is going up. Now you are in a state where now there's confusion and you are faced with cardiovascular challenges, and this is where people can end up having complications of strokes and heart attacks because your cardiovascular system is not at its best. You're not having the right fluidity for the blood to be moved quite smoothly by the heart, and that causes lots of health challenges. So now, with this innovation of the Bhb ketones, we've now given you a supplement that helps you now to, as you're taking in 3 capsules once or twice a day, and that depends on how much you weigh, because if you are over 90 kgs, you could do with taking 3 capsules twice or even 3 times a day to get the best results. So now it's helping you stay in ketosis. It's helping you become this true fat burner, not relying on carbohydrates for your energy. And it's keeping you in this state that maintains quality health. This is why we take pride in the Bhb ketones. So as you're taking the Bhb ketones, yes, you are also helping yourself in losing weight, But we know stress plays a big part in today's life. So Bhb ketones now come in as well to help you manage the hormones that are normally associated with stress. The body does release hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, which is a good thing when you are under stress. It's a mechanism for the body to adapt and help you manage the stress. But now imagining this tap of these hormones being continually open and it's not closing, the same hormones now start causing negative side effects. You're like in a state where I always want to say, you know, when you are in a state of panic, when the body is stressed, when it's challenged, when there is danger, that stress mode is supposed to give you energy to either fight the enemy or run away from the lion. But now you run away from the lion and this tap for these hormones is not closed. So you can imagine what happens now. Negative side effects start kicking in. And this is the life that we are living today. We are like people who are running away from an enemy that is not there anymore. Hence, the body is overwhelmed with these hormones. Adrenaline, which causes your heart to rate, faster, it causing blood pressure to go up. And cortisol in abundance is now causing negative side effects because now, if there's lots of it lingering around, the body now produces insulin to now pack fat now into the body. So you become much bigger. You're now trying to lose weight, but you can't lose weight because the state in which you are in does not allow you or does not facilitate weight loss. Instead, it actually encourages the body to store fat because you are in this high stress mode. So now we're saying, why not invest in Bhb ketones? That's the advantage of investing in the Bhb ketones, because it's going to help you manage stress in the fact because it helps you manage or reduce the cortisol levels in the body, which becomes an advantage because if you've got reduced cortisol levels, it means your stress levels can now be managed because you don't have too much cortisol that puts you in a situation where now you pick up weight unnecessarily. Now you've got the right energy levels. You now can enjoy losing that weight because now the environment is now conducive to weight loss, not weight gain. And this is the beauty about investing in the Bhb ketones. So it's helping you stay in this metabolic state that we call ketosis, which for short is called keto. And why not invest in a way that has been there for the longest of times? I think, if I can just touch on the brief history that when you look at when they put people on a keto diet, which I say is difficult to maintain, but you can now enjoy that lifestyle by adding your Bhb ketones on the diet in the early 1920s. This was actually, the whole keto diet was actually introduced by pediatricians because children with epilepsy that were battling to have their epilepsy being controlled on drugs, they realized by cutting down sugar to less than 5% contribution from carbohydrates, 20% coming from proteins, and then about 75%, if not more, coming from fat. It helped the body to now manage brain activity, and it helped lots of children with epilepsy. So you can already see that this staying in a state where the body is benefiting from burning fat and not relying on sugar for energy already is helping you with, cognitive health. It's helping you with brain function. It's helping you with alertness. Who doesn't need that in this day and age? Because if you look at productivity, you really need to be alert. You need to have a brain that functions very well, that's well supported on quality energy, true energy, which is what ketones give you, compared to relying on energy drinks that will deceive you. They will give you the energy burst for a short while, but you end up crashing because you always have these sugar spikes where you go up and then you go down, and that cannot be good for your health because you are also putting your blood vessels in danger because there's too much sugar lingering around. Which brings me to that state of stress that we're talking about, that when your body is stressed, I need you to understand something, that what you experience is when you are under stress, the body gets you ready to fight or run away, which is the fight, flight mode that people talk about. But at times there's the third F that can also kick in, where you can freeze and literally be paralyzed and not be able to do anything because you are under stress, you are in fear, and which is what unfortunately most people are experiencing during these days of the pandemic. We are faced with the pandemic, and people are scared, they don't know what to do. So instead of telling someone to calm down, I'm saying we've got a supplement in the form of Bhb Ketones, which when you take, it helps you calm down without telling you to calm down. If you tell someone to calm down, I can tell you, it freaks them out. It actually puts them in a state of more stress and more panic. So what you want to do to assist someone is to provide supplements that when they take, the supplements will help them get into that state of relaxation, which is where the Bhb Ketones, the Keto Life Bhb Ketones are coming in, because they will help you balance your cortisol levels. They will help you to manage the stress. Because like I said, with stress, most people don't know that when you are under stress, the body has to respond by locking the digestive health, because eating is not a priority when you are under attack, when you are under stress. The body now says to the liver, release sugar into the bloodstream, so with that we can get ready this body for running away or fighting the enemy, for that matter. But now, in that state, you are not eating well, and most of us, because we're in this continual, a state of stress, we're eating too much sugary things because you can't handle good food when you're under stress, because the digestive health has been locked down, which is a natural process when you're under stress. And you've got too much sugar coming into the system. So you've got now lots of sugar, the one that's being released by the liver, and the sugar that is coming in from the carbohydrates or sugary things that are easy to handle when you are under stress. So you've got this high sugar level. We can't be surprised that we've got lots of people who are pre-diabetic and even diabetic. We can't be surprised that we've got a high rate of people who are insulin, who are battling with insulin insensitivity. The insulin is there, the sugar is, but the body does not know what to do. It's not responding in the natural manner of moving sugar into the cells where it's supposed to be burnt for energy. And that comes with lots of problems, and one of them being damage in your blood vessels. So in this state of stress, you can see that the body now, you can't function well, you can't think straight, you are in a state of panic, you are in a state that is conducive to picking up weight instead of losing weight. And the energy drinks that you are taking during the day to try and keep you awake and keep up with the work and the productivity that is expected of you will only cause further complications, because come night time, when you are meant to enjoy quality sleep, because you're supposed to enjoy about 8 hours of quality sleep, you're meant to dream, you're meant to go through all the stages of sleep cycle so that you can recharge your batteries. We all remember, to sleep with our cell phones on, make sure that they are charged up. Our laptops, we charge them up. We remember to charge them so that the next day they're ready to function well. So the question I'm asking you is, why don't you do the same thing and make it a priority that you enjoy quality sleep? Why don't you make it a priority that you enjoy quality sleep to recharge your batteries and wake up fresh and ready to tackle the day? So sleep is an important aspect of your health, but taking energy drinks to cope during the day only messes up everything and puts you in a situation where now you are worse off than where you started. But thanks to our Keto Life Bhb Ketones, because we've got the solution right there. I'm saying, when you look at the benefits, we're covering you for the whole day. You've got the Bhb ketones that are going to help you stay in ketosis. Even if you're in a fairly high carb diet, it still helps you. It makes the journey easy for you to stay on this in ketosis so that you are a true fat burner. But now you've got the component. Look at how much saving that is now coming in. You don't have to rely on the energy drinks anymore, because now the Bhb ketones are giving you true energy, because the body is now using these ketones for energy. The body is unlocking stored fat to make sure that you can release these ketone bodies, which will help you for the energy production that you need. You are alert. You need that cognitive health. You need to be sharp. You need to be calm. We are balancing your hormone levels, the cortisol, that you are failing to switch off, by saying, I need to calm down, I need to calm down. And we know you have been failing to calm down because of that. But now Bhb Ketones is coming in to help you do that. You want to lose weight? We're now giving you a supplement that is helping you to lose weight without making an effort. This is the beauty. How many people have been told, cut down on portion sizes so that you can lose weight? We all know that. But we are failing to cut down on portion sizes. Now here comes revolutionary supplement. Keto Life Bhb Ketones is now going to help you without you making an effort in making sure that your appetite is right. You feel much fuller because now you are on a high, fat diet, and the energy component that is coming out is true energy. You are in a position now where the body is not too full of unwanted cortisol hormone, which disturbs the fat loss journey, and you can enjoy losing weight. And as you lose weight, the body knows how far to go. So you don't have to worry about, am I going to get too small on using ketones? Because not only are you helping yourself this is helping you to get to your ideal weight. So as you carry on taking it, when you are in your ideal weight, what then happens? You keep on losing weight? The answer is no. The body knows where to stop. Then the Bhb ketones will be used for other uses. It's needed for energy. It's needed for stress management. So the body will prioritize and make sure that you now get the extra benefits that are always there, but now without you losing weight per se. You've got high energy levels. Your cortisol levels are managed. And thanks to Bhb Ketones, because it's helping you create the happy hormone, which you might know if you've heard of the hormone called serotonin, a very good hormone that helps you. It's like a happy pill. So this is a natural way of making sure that you stay positive, you're happy. And that same hormone at night is the one that now the body converts to another hormone called melatonin, which helps you relax and sleep. So if you ask me, when we talk Bhb ketones, we're really talking about a revolutionary supplement here, because the Keto Life Bhb ketones is helping you to become a fat burner. It's helping you enjoy true energy. It's helping you reduce hunger, because when you're on a high fat diet, you don't feel hungry that often. You stay fuller for longer, because I've told you that a gram of fat releases 9 calories, which is more than twice what you get from carbohydrates and proteins. So there's more energy value that is coming with the Bhb ketones. So helping you in stay in that state where you are utilizing fat. So that's a very good thing when you look at that. You've got stabilized blood sugar levels, which is a true component of being in a state of good quality energy. And this is why when you look at it, with the Bhb ketones, we're really looking after you for the whole day. You need, if you are overweight, you need to shed all those extra calories. You need to be light. We need to bring back your confidence. We want you to run around those corridors in your offices effective and, feeling good about yourself, looking good because you are losing off those extra calories. And the BHB is helping you to make sure that you achieve those results. You are sharp, you are focused. Who doesn't need that? That is productivity right there. We're managing your stress. One product. We're helping you sleep better at night. It does not get better than that. So as you can see, this is a real revolutionary product, the Bhb Ketones, because we're looking after your health in a true way. Because when you look at your health, we want you to be, life is energy. So Bhb Ketones, think of it as energy. Look at it as a way of making sure that you lose those extra calories that you don't need, shed off those extra pounds, make sure that you are lean, you are slim, you are fast, you are effective, you are confident, you think straight, you can execute all those tasks that you need to execute. And when it's time to log off at night, you are enjoying quality sleep. You can recharge your batteries and you are ready to start the day again. One product looking after you in a clean way throughout the day. Think about the saving that comes with that. How many of us are relying with energy drinks? How many of us right now, as you are listening to me, have got energy drinks next to them because you need that extra energy to stay awake, to still keep on listening and concentrate and hear what we're talking about? Lots of us need that because we probably just didn't know about Keto Life, Bhb Ketones. Now that you are, in the know, it's about time you really invested in a product that you know will give you the quality results. And also, think of those savings. You don't need to buy now those snacks. You don't need to buy those energy drinks anymore. You don't need to buy sleeping pills. I'll tell you as a pharmacist, painkillers, energy supplements, sleeping aids, they are really up there in terms of being money spinners in the pharmaceutical industry. But why not do yourself a favor and enjoy a quality product in the form of Keto Life Bhb Ketones to get the benefits of that pain-killing effect? This is a product that has got anti-inflammatory effect. The benefits are, there are a lot of benefits from Bhb Ketones, but we want you to just understand us and stay with us and understand that we want you to be within your ideal weight. We don't want you to fall victim. As we know that most South Africans and the rest of the world, we are fighting obesity and being overweight. We now have got a solution for you. You don't have to worry about that. You don't even have to worry about consciously thinking of cutting down portions. We have got a supplement that will do that for you without pressurizing your mind to think, do I need to cut down? What a pleasure. What a revolutionary product. You start checking Bhb Ketones in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the person and how well you are managing your cutting down of carbohydrates. You will be in that state of ketosis. You will stay in that state of ketosis, which is a metabolic state which enables the body to release stored fat and burn it for energy, help you lose weight, enjoy lots and best of true energy, and enjoy quality sleep when it comes to time of bedtime, when you need to retire and get ready for the next day. So this is all to do with Bhb Ketones. And this is why we also would encourage you, when you look out through our range, we've got the energy drink, which is a nice way of just enjoying the Bhb Ketones in a liquid form, because with the energy drink, all you do is you add a scoop to a glass of water and enjoy the Bhb Ketones in the form of liquid form in water, but you're getting the same benefits like you get from the capsules, which is what you will get from the shake. We've got the Keto Life Bhb shake, which we're saying, let's help you with the protein component, but also be taking the Bhb Ketones, which are giving you all these valuable benefits that you want to enjoy to sustain and maintain life. MCT, we've got a very beautiful MCT powder in the range, because MCT just stands for medium chain triglycerides or medium chain fats. MCTs is also a very good way, because the MCTs are also converted to ketones in the liver. So this is a way of putting together supplements that will help you stay in ketosis and enjoy this keto lifestyle, this keto life, ketosis lifestyle. This is what we want you to enjoy. We want you to enjoy life at its fullest by investing in the Bhb Ketones and the other products that come with it. I love the coffee and tea creamer, because the coffee and tea creamer is actually from the coconut. This product is made with coconut oil powder. Very nice way. Instead of using your normal creamers, why not invest in a creamer that is giving you the benefits of staying in ketosis and enjoying good quality energy and health? So the range is there to make sure that we help you stay in ketosis, burn fat, enjoy good clean energy, sleep well at night, which is a very nice way of saving, because you are not having to use so much. You've got a few products that you are benefiting, all these lifestyle benefits that one would like to enjoy, and that will help you with productivity, especially if you're chasing those targets. The one point that I would like to touch on, you might have heard of a keto flu, because people tell you, if you are on a keto diet, and we're saying, no, we don't want you to be on the keto diet, whatever you call it, but we are encouraging what we call keto life, ketosis lifestyle. We want you to make friends. We want you to know more about our Keto Life Bhb Ketones that is going to help you with supporting that weight, that antioxidant protection, helping you stay in ketosis. So as you take the Bhb Ketones, we're going to make your journey much smoother. The transition to getting into ketosis is much more smoother. The Keto Flu that I want to touch on is not something that is experienced by everyone. The Keto Flu is experienced by a few people, and when they experience it, not all of them experience it to the same extent. So Keto Flu is a group of symptoms which are associated with someone who is on a diet. And I want you to hear me well here. This is associated with someone who's on a diet. You have cut down your carbohydrates. You were used probably to enjoying 60 to 80% of your food intake coming from your carbohydrates or sugary foods. Now you've cut down to 5 to 10%. You can understand that the body goes into a state of shock, because it's not used to dealing with less sugar and more of the fat that you are introducing and the protein that you are now limiting as well. So the body tends to go into this shock weight saying, I do not understand exactly what is happening. I'm not used to using fat. I'm used to this sugar for the energy, but now you've deprived me of that. So when you go on that diet, the body now has to adjust. So now we come back to our original product, Keto Life Bhb Ketones. Is going to help you transition, is going to help you move from being a carbohydrate or sugar burner to being a fat burner without making too much of an effort. So this Bhb Ketone helps you to make it easy for that journey, for moving from being a carbohydrate burner to being a fat burner, which is number one. Because when you get into that state and you limit carbohydrate intake, the body gets into, you become moody, you become irritable, your sleep can become disturbed, your muscles can become sore, because there's a tendency that you lose electrolytes, your calcium, your sodium, your magnesium. Hence, the pride in the formulation. When you look at our Bhb Ketones, when you look at the formulation, it has got calcium beta-hydroxybutyrate, it has got sodium beta-hydroxybutyrate, and it has got magnesium beta-hydroxybutyrate. So those components are put together so that now those electrolytes, or those minerals that you tend to lose when you have cut down too much carbohydrates, we are replacing them. So now you don't necessarily have to go through the side effects of what is called the keto flu, which is a group of symptoms which can cause irritability, muscles being sore, disturbing your sleep, becoming insomnia and all that. You don't have to go through that because now we can replace that. We've got calcium, sodium, and magnesium in the formulation. So this is a well thought out formulation to make sure we take care of your needs of staying in ketosis, losing that weight, making sure that you've got clean energy, you are focused, we are managing that stress, we are helping you turn off that cortisol fat that will disturb your weight loss journey, and that will also make you stay in this state of stress where now your digestive health is affected. So with BHB, we are now unlocking that. You can now enjoy a healthy appetite. You don't have now to be struggling with not eating well. You can enjoy that fat, high fat, the fatty foods, and limited amount of protein to make sure that you can then attain that state of good health and being sharp using clean energy. I love using the word clean energy because this is like growing up on the farm where you rely on natural food. So this is a way of like training the body to say, rely on natural foods, enjoy those fatty foods and the benefits that come with it. Don't rely on sugar that upsets the system, that can make you pre-diabetic or even diabetic, insulin insensitive and all that. Now, revolutionary products in the form of Bhb Ketones to help you with the journey of enjoying that lifestyle of good quality energy. So the Keto Fluid, as I've mentioned, now you can see that the Bhb Ketones will help you not go through the downside of what we call the Keto Flu. You have to, of course, we also encourage you to drink enough water. I always want to remind myself and my family that we are almost are created the same way as the earth, which is about 70% water. So we are about 70% water. So hydration is very important. You need to drink water on a regular basis, stay hydrated. It's a nice way of also overcoming and not experiencing the keto flu. And if for some reason you are feeling those negative signs, you just cut down on your exercise, drink more water, and of course the Bhb Ketones will be giving you the electrolytes that you need to help you take care of this. And like I said earlier on, it's not everyone that goes through, but for those few people who probably would go through that, this is the best way of making sure that you don't go through the keto flu by enjoying the Bhb Ketones. So as we've been talking about all things keto life, which I said earlier on, keto is short for ketosis. And ketosis, just to recap, is that metabolic state which the body has moved from being a carbohydrate burner to being a fat burner. So now you're not relying on sugar. No, you don't have to worry about having enough insulin ringing around to move the sugar into the cells for energy, which most of us are battling because of the stressful conditions that we live under. So now we're saying rely on fatty foods, more fat, enjoy that butter, enjoy the coconut oil, enjoy that beef with the fat component still there. Enjoy the natural food. Let the body do what it does best. Feel fuller for longer, which is a very good thing. Enjoy stabilized blood sugar levels. In other words, don't worry about becoming diabetic. Don't rely too much on insulin. Don't be compromised by too much cortisol lingering around, which will block the process of losing weight, which will cripple your digestion and your system in terms of your appetite. So Bhb Ketones is coming in here as a product that is helping you to benefit in a true way of enjoying life. This is, like I said earlier on, a true revolutionary supplement. We're taking care of your needs during the day. We want you to enjoy that true energy. We want to help you lose excess weight, be slim, be lean, be confident, bring back that confidence. We want you to sleep better at night. We want to help you just enjoy life. And this, when you look at Bhb Ketones, this is exactly what we're looking at. You know, I'm a fan of exercising. I've got lots of friends who are personal trainers. And I would like to take this opportunity to challenge my friends who are, you know, fanatics, who are athletes, who are into fitness and bodybuilders, and say, why not start investing in the Bhb Ketones and start enjoying true energy? Take a supplement before your workout that's going to help you have true energy. Take a supplement that's going to give you true energy, you know, that's going to help you maintain the energy levels as you go through the day. This is the Bhb Ketones that we're talking about. So we're talking keto life. And like I said, we are encouraging you to stay on it. This is a lifestyle. Keto, short for ketosis, life for lifestyle. This is what we are about. Ketosis lifestyle with our revolutionary product, the Bhb Ketones. There might be things that I might have not covered to meet your personal needs. This is a time where you can now come in and, you know, ask specific questions, and then we can respond to that so that we can cover the whole spectrum. And of course, we've got a website where you can always send us all these questions, and we'll always respond and make sure that you are well guided, you are well informed. We give you all the information that you need.